Hey, what's up everyone? Thank you for coming to watch the video. And today's video is just going to be something a little something more different. I've been getting a lot of questions asking me how I make the Spider-Man face shell. So what I use is a toy mask, and then just use magnets and I add them to my lenses, and then I incorporate that into my mask. And I'm just going to go into a little video of how I go about doing everything. Since I just got a new whole Spider-Man symbiote costume, thought it'd be a cool little video just to do, just show you guys. And then I'll just show you guys everything I do, and we'll check it out right now. Alright, so first we're just going to go over the basics of what you will need to assemble this magnetic face shell. First things first, you're going to want to get a Spider-Man toy mask. You can pick these up at Walmart for about no more than 10 bucks. I got this for $7, I bought it on Amazon, came in 2 days. It's the first time I'm using an Iron Spider mask, but I feel like it'd be better since the mask is already really like smooth surfaced and I wouldn't have to do any work. Because before I got the other Spider-Man toy mask, the regular one, and it had the webbing, so I had to sand that down. I felt this would cut a lot of that work in half. Next you would need some magnets. I also got these on Amazon. They were about $7 for 52 of them, so really good deal. And then I bought some JB Weld. Totally new at using this, but I thought I'd give it a try since it seems like it works really well from what I hear. Pick that up for about $4. Then you will need your own Spider-Man mask and lenses. Some other things you may need are a Dremel. I prefer using a Dremel just so I can put everything down, then the magnets will be like a smooth flush. They won't be popping out. So I just use the Dremel for that. You don't have to, but I prefer that look. Okay, and then let's just put everything else together. Okay, so everyone, this is the finished result, I guess you could call it. This is from my previous Spider-Man mask, the Civil War Spider-Man suit. And everything is already completed. I've done this, it's been done for a while. This is magnets. I just use magnets, use the toy mask, and then they just sit on perfectly like that. And then I'm just gonna try and do that with this symbiote suit that I just got. And then I'm just gonna show you guys a little step by step on how I'm doing everything. Okay, as for the next step you'd like to do is go ahead and put your mask on. You're gonna wanna put it exactly how you're gonna have it put on your face. Make sure the circle is evenly placed around with the whole mask. You don't want the centerpiece to be all the way up here or down there. Just have it right, just like above the nose region. And then next we're just gonna cut eye holes in here just to see where we're gonna be placing the lenses, and then that's about it, and I'll go into the next step after that. After that step, you should have something a little along the lines of this. Just 2 little eye holes, just so you can see out of this. So when you put your lenses on, you can go ahead and see through them. Go ahead and make sure, like, throw the mask on, just to make sure you can see, not just to alter them, make them a little bit bigger if you need so, and then just see what's perfect for you, and then I'll show you what's next. I forgot to mention that if you're an adult, your head may be a bit big. So the mask may kind of hurt a little bit, or may not fit the mask, your Spider-Man mask as well. So what I did is I cut out the rubber part that was inside of it, just left the nose piece so it didn't bother me as much. And then what you want to do is you're gonna want to Dremel this piece sticking up down, because it will hurt when you're wearing the mask. So what I did was I already Dremeled one side down to kind of smooth a little bit, and then after that, your mask, when you put the lens on, it should feel way better. But this is if you just have like a larger head. I don't know, it all depends how you feel. You don't have to do this, but I find it better that it's done like this. And then you can just go ahead and do that. Next, you should have something along the lines like this. I've already thrown the mask on. I can see I have a little bit of excess mask, so I will need to cut that a little bit just so I can see a little more clearly. But other than that, it fits. I'm gonna go ahead and next step I'll be adding these lenses onto that. And then yeah, I'll show you guys the next. I Dremeled in my mask just so I could fit the magnets just a little bit easier, so it fit a little more flush. And I went ahead and did that to all 3 points of the lens. And then next what I'm gonna do is I added the epoxy, added both together. I'm just gonna go ahead and glue that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add the lenses next. Okay guys, and then after you finish gluing on the magnets onto your mask or face shell. It should look something along the lines of this. It doesn't have to be pretty, as the mask is going to cover it and then you won't even see it. Okay, and then what I used to glue it again was just JB Weld. It works very well the first time I'm using it. Just mix it up and then just dab it on. It does take about 2 to 3 hours, or 4 hours I believe, but I used a fan and it cut the time in half. So it was done in about 2 hours, 3 hours. Okay guys, and then also something I also did was what I did was add epoxy to the back of my lenses. And I just did that to create a base, just to test it out to see if it would work. And what I wanted to do was I just added hot glue, and that created a spot where the hot glue would stick onto. So I didn't have to wait another 4 hours for the magnets to stick on. So that worked out really well. They're not going anywhere, they stayed on. So I would recommend doing that. So after you do want to epoxy the magnets on the face shell, but one thing you could do is you could add the epoxy around your lenses. That way, so when you add the lenses onto, or when you add the magnets onto these lenses, you could just place them on right there, and the hot glue would just stick onto this, because otherwise it would just come right off because the craft foam. So I found that it'd be like really efficient in time, save you some 2 to 4 hours. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but it's something I find get done with sooner. Okay, then after I added those lenses, they just clip on right there. I'll show you real quick. Let's see, so that should be, it ain't going anywhere. It stays on extremely well. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and add the magnets to this other lens. Alright everyone, and that is the tutorial on how to make a magnetic facial using a toy Spider-Man mask. Very simple, easy, cheap, and works really well. Okay, so if you enjoyed that tutorial, go ahead and drop me a like. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll be posting more Spidey content in the near future. And then also leave some comments of what else you'd like me to show you. Maybe if you guys wanted to see a more in-depth video of my symbiote suit or the other suits that I have. Anything, just go ahead and comment and I'll try to reply to every single message. Alright guys, have an awesome day.